Atlanta, Georgia, the NYO Bulls. Coming down from New Lenox, Illinois, the Illinois Celtics. From Algonac, Michigan, hits baseball. Representing Roanoke, Virginia, the CS Heat. Out of Maitland, Florida, Pride Mailer Baseball. From Midlothian, Virginia, Riptide Baseball. From New Lenox, Illinois, Illinois Celtics, Team Jacobs. From Metamora, Michigan, Bloomfield Sting Premier. And last but not least, out of Morrow, Ohio, the Ohio Power. And ladies and gentlemen, one more big announcement before we kick off. From the LSC Bulldogs, Ripken Baseball would like to wish a happy 7th birthday to Savannah Watson. These are your 2021 11U and 12U Beach Blast week-long experience teams. How about one more round of applause for your teams in this week's tournament?
Okay, at this time we're going to ask everybody to rise. Please remove your hats and stand for the playing of our national anthem. Okay, we have a really good mix of teams here with us this week. So we have 67 teams here across 4 age groups from all over the country. And I think depending on, no matter where you're from in this country, we've all had a lot to deal with this past year and a half. You know, from a baseball standpoint, I know many of these teams right here missed out on that big summer trip last year. I know many of our 12 and under teams dealt with some last minute changes right here. But we're so very appreciative you chose us for your week-long summer tournament this year. And I promise you our staff's going to do everything possible to create those baseball and those family memories for you this week. Players, you guys ready for the skills competition? Can't wait to see you guys compete today and all week. Cal and Bill Ripken had a vision of this place. Their vision was to create a big league experience for all players regardless of ages or talent level. So players, soak up this experience, compete, play hard, and especially have fun. Before we kick off each week-long tournament, we like to bring on a special VIP guest, our tournament ambassador. Our tournament ambassador met with our coaches during our coaches Q&A, which was great. He also spoke to our 13U and 14U teams this morning. So to kick things off this week, we have a former Major League Baseball player, Played 17 seasons with the A's, Padres, and Brewers. 3-time World Series champ, 7-time All-Star, AL MVP and Cy Young Award winner in 1981. He retired in 1985 with 341 saves, which was the most in MLB history at the time. He was inducted in the National Baseball Hall of Fame in 1992. Let's give a big round of applause for Mr. Rollie Fingers.
All right. Thank you. It's great to be in Myrtle Beach. I was in Las Vegas yesterday. It was 117 degrees, so anywhere it's less than 117, I'm happy. And this looks great. And what really looks great is to be able to go out to a ballpark and see kids like you in uniform ready to play baseball again. It's been a long 15 months, but I'm glad that everybody here is able to start playing the game. I wanted to talk a little bit about your team sport. You guys are playing a team game, and there's no I in team. So when you play, I know that some of you guys are going to maybe make an error, make a bad play, strike out at a key time, and when you do, give that guy a pat on the back, okay? That's what it's all about. I mean, I've given up home runs in World Series games, and you don't want to be there. And it's nice to go back to a dugout and have your teammates pat you on the back and give you that encouragement. So please do that, okay? And a little bit about my career, where I really started. I never played any Little League baseball until I was 11 years old. I grew up in a small town in Ohio. We didn't have enough kids in our town to make up a team. So my introduction to baseball was playing wiffle ball. And I didn't have a glove, didn't have a bat. We used a broomstick and a wiffle ball. And I like throwing a wiffle ball because I can make it curve. And they could do all kinds of funny things. But I found out later that with a baseball, it's not that easy. So, but that was my introduction to baseball. Then I moved to California and I started playing Little League when I was 11 years old. And it kind of just came easy to me, throwing a baseball. My dad grew up in baseball. He was signed by the St. Louis Cardinals just before World War II. And so he would play catch with me once in a while, but that would be about it. And but the wiffle ball was my game. So when I got to California, I figured if I could hit a wiffle ball with a stick off a broom, I know I could hit a baseball with a bat. And it kind of came easy to me. But as I got older, my dream was to become a Major League Baseball player. I think a lot of you guys here today are probably that way too. You're thinking about possibly being a big league ball player, or whatever other dreams you may have. Whatever they are, go after them. Go after them 100%. Your dreams may change. I wanted to be an outfielder. I didn't do a whole lot of pitching when I was a kid. And but as I got older, you never really know how good you are until someone tells you. And when I was a junior in high school, I pitched a ball game and I threw a shutout. And after the game, I was going out to the school bus, and some guy walked up to me with a suit on and said, "Hi, my name's Jess Flores. I'm a scout for the Minnesota Twins. Did you ever think about playing big league ball?" I said, "Not until right now." So that was when I started improving my skills. He told me that keep doing what you're doing, and we're all watching. So I ended up going to the American Legion World Series in 1964, and I led the nation in hitting, and that's where all the scouts are. I guarantee you there might be scouts at these events. You don't know they're there. So always give 100%, and if they see any talent, they're going to remember you. and they're going to start following you. So remember that. A lot of people ask me about my mustache, okay? I get it a lot, and where it came from. And the reason why I got it is because I'm stupid. But it stuck with me. It's Reggie Jackson in 1972 came to spring training with a mustache, and he wouldn't shave it off. And all the guys on the ball club, we all got on him, shave the mustache. And, Dick Williams, our owner, would tell us, okay, time to shave the mustache off, and then Reggie would have to shave his off. Well, that's not what happened. Charlie Finley got wind. He was our owner of what was going on, and he sent a memo down to the ballpark, and he said, anybody who has a mustache on opening day and will make the team, you get $300. I grew this for $300. And I was just being different. Everybody else was just growing a regular mustache, and I figured, what the heck, I'm going to grow a handlebar. And so I just grew a handlebar, and that was in 1972. In 1972, we win the World Series. I got to keep it. 1973, we win the World Series. I got to keep it. 74, win the World Series again. Now I'm stuck with this thing. So I've had it on ever since. I grew it in 1972. I've never shaved it off. And I think my kids would probably kill me if I shaved it off. But, that's one of my superstition things. I came close one time, but never did it. But I'm sure some of you guys have got superstitions. I think we all do, right? I mean, one of you kids get 4 hits in a game, you going to wear the same underwear the next day? You bet. You're going to get 4 more hits? You're going to keep that underwear on? Yeah? Until your mom tells you it's time to take them out. So that was my superstition, was my mustache, so I kept it. So that was everything that I did when I was a kid growing up. One other story that I'd like to tell you, this is something that happened to me a long time ago when I was just about your age. I think I was right around 13. You all have heroes, I'm sure. Some of you guys follow baseball and you have heroes. And my hero growing up as a kid was Willie Mays. Anybody, you all ever hear Willie Mays? Okay, well, he's one of the greatest outfielders in the world. He could do it all. He could hit home runs, run, had a great arm, steal bases. So my dad came home from work one day and he said, let's go to a ball game, Dodger Stadium. And I didn't go to too many games, and he knew that I was a Willie Mays fan. So we go to the game, and he said, where do you want to sit? I said, I want to sit in the bleachers in center field. Are you kidding? Willie's right there. I get to watch Willie Mays. He's 50 feet away from me. Are you kidding me? So we watched the game, and I was talking to a kid next to me, and he said, hey, you want to go out and maybe try to get some autographs after the game? And so I asked my dad, and he said, okay. So we go up to where the Flares come out, and I couldn't get close to anybody. I'm seeing all these great players, Dick Snyder and Sandy Koufax and Don Drysdale and Gil Hodges, Orlando Cepeda, all these great ball players coming out, and I couldn't get close to them. And I was standing back about, maybe 60, 70 feet, and a door opened off to my left. And I caught my eye, and I looked over, and it's Willie Mays. He's sneaking out of a door and going down through the parking lot, and now I'm chasing after Willie Mays in the parking lot at Dodger Stadium. And I catch up to him in his car, and I said, Mr. Mays, would you please sign my autograph? And he signs Willie Mays, and I say, thank you, and that was it. 13 years later, in the 1973 World Series, I'm on the mound in Game 2 of the World Series, and the announcer says, now batting for so-and-so, Willie Mays. So I'm standing on the mound in the World Series, I'm looking at the plate, and there's Willie Mays standing there. And I'm beside myself. Well, how surreal is this? First pitch I'm throwing, strike 1. Second pitch I throw him a slider, swing, strike 2. Third pitch I throw, fastball away, call, strike 3. I struck Willie out on 3 pitches. You have no idea how happy I was. Then I faced him the next time he comes up later on in the game, And a guy on second base, he hits a high hopper over my head, goes into center field, and he got a base hit, and he got an RBI. But that game was the last game that Willie Mays ever played in the big leagues. And I was the last guy to strike him out. I was the last guy he got a hit off of, and I was the last guy he got an RBI off of. So what goes around comes around. And I told Willie that story when I got into the Hall of Fame. And I said, Willie, it's a good thing you signed that autograph or I'd have drilled you. And he just laughed. And of course, I'm no way in the world going to hit Willie Mays. But I want to wish all you guys the best of luck. Play hard. Do your best. And like I said before, you never, ever know who's watching out there. Good luck.
So our beach blast tournament is not officially underway until our tournament ambassador throws out our ceremonial first pitch. I want to invite Blake Kincaid from CBC Riverhawks, home plate, to catch our first pitch.